Hello all, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a table lamp, but I'm also going to show you how to make different kinds of table lamp, not just one version. So this first one is a pretty basic shape. Just go ahead and go to File, New, Family, and you can keep this in the generic model category, but you can also put it in light fixture. It just depends, if you're doing it for fun or you're actually doing this for a project. I'm going to go ahead and do a generic model, but if you're doing this for a real project, just go ahead and pick light fixture. That way you already have that light orb ready to emit the light when you render. The concept of making the lamp is still the same, no matter which category you pick. So in the reference level view, I'm going to go to extrusion and click the circle tool, and I'm going to make a basic circle shape. You can go ahead while you're in this, change the material. I'm clicking the check mark. I'm going to go to the front view, zoom all the way in, and drag this node down about that much. That's going to be the base for the pole of the lamp. Now I'm going to go back to the reference level view, to the extrusion tab, the circle tool again, and I'm going to make a circle again, but this one's going to be much smaller, like that. I'm going to delete this dimension string and click the check mark, back to the front view, drag this one to be on top of that thicker base, and this one to be like right here. Again, going back to the reference level, extrusion, and the circle tool, I'm going to make a much bigger circle than these two I just made, like that. And I'm going to choose the offset tool or click OF on my keyboard, and I'm going to offset this circle to 1/8 of an inch. So that way it's an open circle. Now I'm going to click the check mark, go to the front view, and I'm going to change the graphic display to hidden line. This is the first one. I was able to make it in 3 sections using the same shape. And as you can see, it is open at the top. Moving on to the next shape of lamp you can make. I'm going to go to Create tab, and I'm going to choose the Revolve tool. Starting with the straight line, you want to do everything in halves pretty much. So if the total width of your lamp is 12 inches, you're going to want this revolve drawing to be 6 inches. So I'm going to draw a line 6 inches across. It's actually kind of big. I'll do 3 inches. And then I'm going to actually go to this axis line, and I'm going to draw an axis line. This is what your drawing is going to rotate around, hence the word revolve. Now back to activating the boundary line tool and the straight line. I'm going to go up with this, about that much, and I'm going to go to the start in radius arc tool and do about that much. I'm just estimating the measurements, and make it bend like so. And then activating the straight line tool again, I'm going to go up and across. And I'm going to close out that drawing. So this is what it looks like. And if this edge is too sharp, you can just click the fillet arc tool. Click this line and click that one and make it a little more softer, that edge there. So I'm going to click the check mark, and I'm going to go to the reference level view, activate the extrusion tool with the circle, and I'm going to draw a little pole in the middle, like so. Go back to the front view. It doesn't really matter how far this one gets dragged down because you can't see it, but that's a good height right there. And I'm going to go back to the reference level view, activate the extrusion tool, and draw another circle much bigger than this, and I'm going to offset it 1/8 of an inch. Click the check mark and drag the lampshade up. So I just made the lampshade, the center pole, and the actual base of the lamp itself. And so there you have it, the second type of lamp you can make. And it has a much different shape than the first one. I'm going to do 3 more shape types. And please remember, you can use these instructions even if I don't give an example of the lamp you're looking for. You can use these instructions to make any type of lamp. I am showing you the basic constructs of how to make a lamp in Revit, and you can use these instructions to make any shape, even if I'm not giving an example of the one you have in mind. This next one is going to be a circular shaped one. I'm going to make the base first by going to the circle in the extrusion tool. Now I'm going to click the check mark, go to the front view, and drag this one a little lower like that. Now I'm going to go to the revolve tool. I'm going to go ahead and make the axis line right in the middle. Now I'm going to go to the boundary line option, and with the start in radius arc tool, I'm going to go ahead and make a semicircle. And I'm going to close that drawing off. Click the check mark. I'm actually going to go back in and make the base a little smaller. That looks better. And now in the reference level, I'm going to go to create extrusion, make the center pole and the lampshade. Okay, so that is a circular vase lamp shape. Now, I feel like some people might want to, let's say, have an opening right here or show an opening right here. So just edit the revolve, drag this down a bit, and go up like so. So as you can see, now it's like more of an opening there where the center pole is going through. And this next lamp shape is pretty skewed. Starting off in the front view, I'm going to go to the revolve tool, and I'm going to draw the axis line right there. By the way, it really doesn't matter how tall or short your axis line is, you just need one, okay? All right, so now I'm going to go out a little. I just went straight across, and now I'm going to angle that line. And I'm going to activate the start in radius arc tool for a little curve. And now I'm going to go back to the straight line tool, angle it once more, and then I'm going to go straight up and across and down so I can close that drawing out, check mark, and boom. So now I'm going to go to the reference level and create my center pole and lampshade with the circle tool. Center pole is done. Onto the lampshade. And there you have it, the fourth type of lamp you can make. For the last one, I'm going to start off on the reference level. And I'm going to go to the Create Blend tool. And when you see that it says Edit Top, that means you are currently working on the bottom. So I'm going to start with the Circle tool and make a circular base. Blend means you can have one shape on one end and the other shape and a different shape on the other end. So this is the bottom of this lamp vase. Now I'm going to click Edit Top, And now I'm gonna make another circle, but you can make any other shape you want for the top of the lamp base. And I'm gonna make that a little smaller than the first circle. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna click the check mark, go to the front view, and as you can see, if you didn't understand verbally in the floor plan view, here's a much more better visual of what the blend tool does. As you can see, the bottom circle has been extruded smaller, smaller, smaller to fit that top circle all the way up. So now I'm going to go back to the reference level view. And let's say you do want a void opening for the center pole. You can do that. So just go to the reference level, create, go to void forms and void extrusion, and just make a circle for the center pole. Click the check mark, go to front view, and just have that go out. And as you can see now, there is a hole in the center for the center pole. I know for some people it may not matter, but if you're really just picky like that, that's how you do that. Now I'm going to go back to the reference level and make the actual center pole and the lampshade with the circle and the extrusion tool. That is the last type of lamp shape you can make in Revit. The possibilities are truly endless, and these are 5 different types of table lamps that you can make in Revit. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was very helpful. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, and God bless.